Hello, hi. I am Will Reed, and this is Creators Corners Profiles. Um, when I first started the 89 show, it was an idea that I had met with someone who wanted to build their own platform. I had the idea that I wanted to do a show that was based around Northampton creatives. So it wasn't just artists, it was photographers, it was poets, it was videographers, it was artists, it was actors, it was anybody and everybody that was had a creative bone in their body that was doing something within Northampton. I wanted to kind of highlight, as well as highlighting different artists from outside of Northampton as well. That was the vision behind it. It started off really well. The reception for it was really well. Started picking up some real traction with people. And then it got to a point where creative differences and ideas of where the show was going and what the show could become kind of led to it kind of ending. So that ending kind of put me into like a bit of depression, because I was like, well, I built this all up in my head and I wanted this to work really, really well, and it hasn't, and where am I going to go next? What's the next thing that I'm going to fail at, kind of thing. So I got into like a big fit of depression, got into a big fit of anxiety, had social anxiety, didn't want to leave the house, didn't want to talk to anybody, didn't want to be around anybody. Yeah, like got to a point where I was just, rock bottom was when I tried to end it. Tried to go and play in traffic and get a car to hit me. Yeah. After that, it got to a point where I was like, I need to go and seek help. I need to get someone. I need to speak to someone. I need to get these thoughts and these feelings out, and I need to find a way to be happy, because I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy for a very long time. It was more than the 89 show not working. It was things from the past that I'd bottled up. So once I got to that point, that I went to see a therapist. The therapist was like, you need to start doing things that make you happy. And the thing that made me happy, and always has made me happy, was when I was at college and I did acting. So when I did acting at college, especially my last year, I really, really enjoyed it. And I had dreams of going to drama school, dreams of doing this, doing that. Obviously, those things didn't happen, clearly. I'm here today not having done those things. So I went to a workshop by Ashley Walters, from the guy from Top Boys, Slows on the Crew, Ashley D. And when I was there, one of the guys that I met, Abdul had, he was another actor. He's also a poet as well. Got a lot of love and respect and time for him. He messaged me on Insta and was like, yo, like, speak to this woman, she wants to chat to you. I was like, all right, whatever. Messaged me and was like, what's all this, da da da. And she come back to me and she was like, I need a little like mini profile and a couple of pictures of you, and I'll come back to you in an hour. So I'm like, okay, cool. Comes back to me and she's like, yeah, the casting directors loved you. I was like, huh? She's like, are you available on these dates? It's for Giacomo, it's XYZ money. And the money was like, not life-changing, completely life-changing, but at that time in that period, it was life-changing money, because it was able to help me get back on my feet and get my head above water. So it was after I did the Giacomo, the national campaign TV ad, that I got started picked up for a modelling agency. After I got picked up by a modelling agency. After the modelling agency picked me up, I did another couple of e-com shoots. I've been shooting different things with different photographers throughout the year. Not all through the agency, some like just different creatives that I wanted to work with, that I thought were cool. That I thought that, oh yeah, they're from the same area, the same town, so let's work together and try and like help each other out. And then that led into me being a model and building an online profile and building up my own image and my own branding type of thing, which I'm still trying to build now. But then obviously 2020 happened, and George Floyd got killed, murdered. And having bottled up everything for so long personally, my opinions and my thoughts, I went to the first protest in Northampton. I was just talking to people, just like seeing what their thoughts and their feelings were, and people coming out with things like, oh, we should riot and do this and do that. And I'm like, no, that's not the way we do it. The way we need to do it is this. And people around me, like, I didn't know, were just like, yeah, they were agreeing with me. So then people were like, oh, Will, like, you should speak. So I ended up speaking on the steps of the town council in Northampton, and like people were recording it or whatever, and that went a little bit viral with people online. I don't know if it went viral, but I know a lot of people were messaging me, sending me the same thing, saying, yo, is this you? So that was the start of that. That's kind of what snowballed and developed into me being on the Northampton Equality Council, me chairing meetings with Northamptonshire Police on stop and search and use of force in Northampton. That's led me to being asked to do public speaking for different organisations. So at the moment, I'm at a point where after everything that's happened the last couple of years and how I've kind of taken time to kind of pursue what I want to do, and having some emotional, life-changing things happen, I'm at a point with me, I'm happy. I'm me. Like, people that know me will think one thing of me. People that don't know me, that see my online presence, will think another thing of me. I don't care either way. I've got to that point in my life where I don't care either way. I'm me. And I'm happy being me. I'm happy being who I am and what I'm about. And people are either going to be with me on that or they're not. So I don't need people's approval. I don't need people to be like, oh yeah, that was amazing. Because I don't see myself as that. I see me just being me. Like, first and foremost, I'm a dad. Everything else I do comes after that. So the aim of the game in life is to be happy, and that's what I am. What? Am I doing it now? Hello people, I am Will Reed, and this is Creators Corner's Profiles. You are now watching Creators Corner's Profiles. I'm gonna get this right soon. I hate taking selfies, I'm
And that's where we need to be on a human level, on a human race, but we're not there. So I need you to see my colour, I need you to embrace my colour and my culture and everything else about me, the same way I embrace everybody else. I can't have, I'm saying I can't have, I don't want everybody to be in a position where they don't see colour and colour isn't a thing, because that's diluting the issue. The issue is that we are ignorant to the understanding of people's cultures. As soon as we embrace other people's cultures, then we're there. We're at that point, but we're not while we continue doing this. So when people say I don't see colour, it frustrates me. I understand why they say it, because they're trying to say they're not racist, but you need to see other people's cultures and races and religions. And you need to see the skin colour, because my skin colour isn't anything different to yours. It's just a different pigmentation, and that's all it is. So
much nicer than mine, actually.
oh, there you go. But I wouldn't say that, but some people would. So when people in this system don't understand that they have been indoctrinated in school, because they have been their history has been whitewashed, and they only see, oh yeah, we won 2 World Wars and we got a World Cup. The 2 World Wars we won, in the Second World War, we committed atrocities all the way through India, through genocides, but we ignore it, right? In slavery, we would just go, oh yeah, we abolished slavery in 1840 something, whatever it was. We abolished it, so we're exonerated of all of that. We can't do that, because when we're doing that, we're ignoring the fact that we were the ones that created it in the first place. With us, the Spanish, the Portuguese, the French, the Dutch, and the Germans, and the Belgians went out on a massive commodity and land grab and took the entire world. Unless we can embrace that and understand what that has left us in, that legacy has left us in now, We can't get past that, which is why we need to change how we're educated in school to understand the entire proper history of Britain. Once this country understands its entire real history, not to be ashamed of it, not to walk away from it, not to be foo-foo by, not to feel bad about it. Embrace it. I'm a proud Englishman. I'm proud to be from this country. I love this country. I'm born here, bred here. I love this country. But we are ashamed. It's like we have lost our identity to be proud of this country because it's been trounced and taken by racists. So it's almost like we can't celebrate St George's Day without being seen as racist. We can celebrate St Patrick's and get pissed, but we can't celebrate St George's. And the reason is because
It offends people.
But the reason it offends people is because people don't realise what our history is. We're ashamed of our history, or we're ashamed of certain aspects, and then those people that are ashamed don't actually cling to the good things that have happened in Britain. We have fought for equality for the last 100 years, but we need to establish that along those 100 years we have committed atrocities as well. And then it goes back further and further and further. We need to understand our history from King Edward and all the way back then to now with Boris Johnson. We need to understand everything at school. And as soon as we can understand that at school, not everyone here will have these conversations because everyone will know, oh cool, yeah, well, did you know, oh yeah, he's got a name. Well, did you know back in there was an ancient tribe and or did you know, do you know about Mansa Musa? Did you know that Mansa Musa was is still to this day the richest, most powerful emperor of all time? He went on a Hajj to Mecca and destroyed economies by the amount of gold that he put on it. We don't know about that because it's